Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is of course Ihlubikazi, but my real name is Koita Kwama. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. So today's video, I'm going to be telling a story time. I hope I'm loud enough. There's no one around, and yeah, so I hope I'm loud enough. Today's going to be a story time. I don't even have anything to drink. People usually have something to drink for these kind of story times, but this year I'm deciding not to drink, and also I don't have money, so I'm kind of, you know, and also I've already drank my tea. So yeah, anyway, let me get into a story time. So this is a story time about me leaving my job for a man. Stupid, I know. Dumb, I know. My clown era. Can you all just laugh at me for my clown era? And how he ghosted me 3 months later. So okay, where the story starts. Yeah, should I begin with the story starts? You know, most when it starts, honeymoon phase, everything is nice, everything is cool. So this was when I was still in UWC. Hopefully because I'm using the back camera, and starting over the story time will not be an option because son. Anyway, so I was still a student in UWs, and I was still living Eres. This was in 2021 during lockdown times. Yeah, during lockdown times, but lockdown wasn't that hectic at this point. So fine, get shop. I got my job as a shopper, right? I was working as a shopper. So I started around December 2020 during the holidays. So I thought it was just going to be something for the holidays, but my contract kept on being extended. Like after 3 months, they would extend it and all of that. And I needed the money, so I would stay. Anyway, so I was a shopper. During my being a shopper time, I met these other two girls. They only came after because I was working in Blue Gates, and then Blue Gates was far, and then they transferred me. I asked them to transfer me to Cape Gate after I think a month later in Jan, because in December I was in Blue Route, and then Blue Route Mall, and then in Jan I started in Cape Gate because it was closer to campus. Anyway, fine. So I meet these two girlies. They come after, I don't know when do they come, maybe around March, April, somewhere there. So they come, I find Kube mind, because when I arrived there, it was a foreign girl, a foreign lady, and this other colored guy. So we didn't really talk much, when excuse me, when people are of different nationalities or different tribes, sometimes you don't really talk much or click, and they like keeping to themselves, and I also like keeping to myself. So these other two girlies arrived, and they are Xhosa, so I click with them, we talk, it's nice and everything. And then when they're about to leave, the other one gets another job elsewhere, and the other one also gets another job elsewhere. Just after each other, a week later, maybe, I don't know. But before that, the other one says, yo, there's this my cousin that I want you to meet, and all of that, blah 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 blah. She usually spoke about her cousin, but I always thought like it was a female. I always thought the cousin was female because the name, I don't know whether it's unisex, but yeah, it's unisex. So I thought the cousin was a female. But anyway, back to the story. So okay, fine. The cousin, I think she gives the cousin my number, if I remember correctly. She gives the cousin my number, but the cousin doesn't text me. And then after a while, the cousin, I don't think the cousin texts me. After a while, I ask her, Bible, Kanti, when is your cousin texting me? I don't know whether I said that, but I was just like jokingly. Because I was like, I will. Anyway, and I was single. I'm always single, guys, by the way. Disclaimer. Okay, not always, but yeah. Anyway, so the cousin finally texts me. We talk, we talk, kumnandi. And the person replies, like, when a person replies fully, not just one word responses or whatever, we talk. Kube mnandi, and then we talk during, like, Jade was nice, and we're like, okay, gonna go on a date. And I was so worried about, oh my god, is he gonna pay? And my colleague was like, no man, don't worry. The cousin was like, no man, don't worry, he's probably gonna pay. I was like, no, in case he doesn't, or in case I should have bring my Uber money. Like, I was stressing about a lot of things. I was stressing about a lot of things. But anyway, fast forward to when after our first date, okay, when I meet him, okay, I don't know what I expected, but they showed me a picture, so I was like, okay, cool. I mean, it's not like I have a type. It's not like I have a type, but I was like, okay, cool. You know, I can deal with this. Deal with this. Does that even sound right? But it wasn't what I really expected. I don't know what I expected, but okay. Anyway, he sat down, was nice, was chilled. We ordered. I think that's when I had my first margarita. He even asked me, but don't I want dessert? I was like, okay. I was like, yes, of course. Who would say no to dessert though, guys? And he was paying, and then we spoke. It wasn't that awkward because I think he also spoke and kept the conversation going, so it wasn't really that awkward. And then fine, he only came to Cape Town to visit. Apparently, that's what he said. He only came to Cape Town to visit, or just to a break, a break from, because he used to live in Jersey, so he apparently went to Cape Town to visit and all of that. So he was leaving Cape Town soon. And I was like, no, oh yeah. And then after that, when he left, went to the airport together. In the morning he came, and then because he was leaving early in the morning, came to campus, picked me up, not with his car. He were really over, guys. And then we went to the airport. After going to the airport, of course, when Kapile, and then he asked me, we went to coffee shop, and then he had coffee, and then he asked me what would I like, and would I like breakfast, but it was too early in the morning. I was like, no, I'll just have cappuccino. And he spoke. It was nice. It was so sweet. We were holding hands. We were a lovey-dovey couple. We were a couple already. But the whole relationship, Jay, was a scam. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not sorry to say this. Why am I sorry to say this? Because I realized, well, the whole relationship was a scam. Anyway, we text each other. Oh, and also what happened, I think when I went to Yokibeli text by Uber, whatever, about, I think he kissed me. He hugged and kissed me, or did he only hug me? And I was like taken aback by, like, oh wow, he just did that, because I'm not really comfortable in public spaces with hugging, like being affectionate in public spaces. Or I don't know, I need to grow the fuck up. But yeah, in most cases I'm just not comfortable, especially when there's a lot of people around. It's just like, don't do that. Why you do that? Anyway, I leave, we chat online, we chat on WhatsApp, we chat. And he's like, no, you should come to Jersey soon, and all of that. I'm also excited about my new boo thing. Wants me to come to Jersey, and it's lockdown time, so we're not really attending classes. We're attending online, and because I'm also working, attending online. So I'm like, no, Zamutati leave M17. I think, yeah, I was like, Zamutati leave and ask, but no, there's an event. I lied, guys. I lied for my life. And I fought them. And so I was like, no, there's a traditional event that's going on. I have to go back home and all of that. And I reported because I say early, but they were like, I think they refused. If they refused now, or that other colored guy also wanted to take leave. So we couldn't take leave both at the same time. So around June, I think towards the end of June, I go to Jersey. When I go to Jersey, guys, the shower gifts. Okay, not really being showered with gifts, but it's like, this is new to me, He had bought me a nice little book and some candy. I don't know if it was for me or it was meant for someone else, but we'll just say for now it was meant for me. He gave it to me, and yeah, after I was like, that's thoughtful. Like, how thoughtful of him, Jay. Everything he did was thoughtful. Yay. Anyway, we go to his apartment, kumnandi sihlale, and he cooks, you know, andibuza balambile, apheke, all those nice things that you would want. I think you would want your partner to do for you. And obviously it's the early stages, so kusemnandi, honeymoon phase. Kusemnandi, hayi ndihlale fine, ndihlale Jozi, kube mnandi, ndityebe guys, ndigene ne-weight, uyandifeeda, the guy is feeding me, like nje, it's nice, I'm happy. There's alcohol, yes, alcohol, because lockdown nje, there was, or alcohol was sold at certain times, or it wasn't sold. So, and we couldn't really go out because he was like, no, just make a list of things that you want to do when you're around Joburg, and just Google. So I Google searched some of the things that I wanted to do, but because of lockdown and all of that, I think we didn't do most of the things that I wanted to do, and that he said, like, if I want to do them when I'm there, you know. And he works from home, so that was also the nice part, because a lot of people work from home because of lockdown. So yeah, and then Mendipi ndihlale Jozi, and then Ramaphosa announces, a president announces, but E-level, I think we're on level 3, and then we're going to level 4. Wait, oh, we're on level 4. Hey, I can't even remember how it worked. Yeah, somewhere along those lines. So we went back to a stricter level. We were on a less strict level and went back to a stricter level, if that makes sense. So people weren't allowed to travel, unless you're traveling for school purposes or going back to work or whatever. And I was like, I have to go back to work, are they gonna allow me? And it was like, nope, they're not gonna allow you. I was like, but you should try. I was like, yeah, I should at least try. But I never went back to I never went back to work. So it wasn't a decision of like, I'm leaving my job for him. No, it was a sense of like absconding, because I'm here and kumandi apha and andahambi. So emsebenzini bathi I guess it's you abscondile, because they kept speaking to me, trying to contact me, when am I coming back? Look, I sana kumandi ndodeni ndizimamarishile. Dizimamarishile, oh guys, be careful out there, just be careful. And then I go back to Cape Town. So the plan was for me to go. I was like, because my things, it's about to be holidays. I think it was about to be holidays, or we were about to come back from the holidays, and my things were not stored. So I was like, let me go back to just store my things. And also my birthday, I was like, I don't know where I want to spend my birthday, but it's not like I'm gonna do anything. So I was like, no, you should go to Cape Town and spend your birthday with your friends. But I was like, you know. So like, okay, the plan was to go back to Cape Town, go back to Reyes, store my things in storage, and then come back. Or was Ndiambe? Hey guys, I can't remember properly. I had to take my things from storage because I had been gone for long, and he sent me a message. I can't remember properly, but yeah. So okay, I went back to Cape Town, but the plan was to ndiyabuyela back kuye, since I'm not working anymore. Did I go back? No, I didn't go back. Because August, September, yeah, I don't think I went back for the second time. Oh, I did go back for the second time. I did. Hold up, I did go back for the second time, and I went back with a bigger suitcase. Because the first time I went with my small suitcase, and the second time I went with a bigger suitcase this time around. So yeah, this time, the second time, things were different, and there was just a lot, you know. And the Uber on my way to him, you know, he was supposed to fetch me at the airport, but guy was like, I'm here at the airport. I'm like, they say, oh, Artambo. And he's like, oh, I thought Lanseria. I was like, no, but I told you about Artambo. Because the first time I went there, Dafikele Lanseria. And then the second time was OR. So, okay, no misunderstanding, but okay, fine. Send me his live location. It was there. Anyway, I'm like, okay, it's fine. Since I'm here and this was up. And then, yeah. And then the fike. And then I noticed this other guy, like, he looked a bit scary. Like, I don't know, but he was ebeme ngase-gating, andazi noma mhlawumbe was Uber driver what, but ebeme ngase-gating. There was a car. Was there a car? Hey guys, I can't remember, but he looked a bit scary and weird. But anyway, I'm not saying there was anything about that guy. It's okay, fine, ndifike kube mnandi. Ungabi mnandi though, xa ndifika, like, it's just like, I don't know, I wasn't feeling the vibes. The vibes I felt the first time, maybe the excitement, yeah, first time, I wasn't feeling it. And also there were a lot of things that I noticed. And the Uber driver on my way is like, I corner never angaviko omunye. I was like, I angazi mina, like, I don't know. And I was laughing it off, you know. But mind you, and then I had left my jacket park because he was like, if you want, you can leave your jacket here. So when I like look for my jacket in the wardrobe, okay, but there's another jacket and it's a female's jacket. And I'm like, okay. I don't say anything about it. I think at first I don't say anything about it, but then it bothers me, and I'm like, and then I asked, and he's like, no, hey, best friend, yeah, okay, the female best friend or whatever. So I had a whole issue with that. I was like, take it back to them, or like, just do something about it, because I live funny. Mind you, I've left my job. I'm no longer working now. So I'm there, okay, fine. A lot of things happen now. The second time, just like, you know what, I just want to leave. I think I stayed a month this time around, because the first time I stayed 3 weeks, and then the second time I stayed a month, the month of August now, and a few weeks in September, and then I just left. Like, I booked my ticket. I didn't even tell him. I was just like, I'm gonna leave because I'm tired of this whole, like, there was a lot of things happening. I'm just not gonna go into details about those things. I was just like, I just can't anymore. I booked myself a ticket, and then I only told him at like a later stage, well, okay, this is what I did. And he was mad and valid, like, why would I do that? But I was also angry, and I did it out of, is it out of emotion, out of impulse, I don't know. Yeah. So I told him, but I'm leaving. Nah, like, okay, fine. And then from then on, things were just never the same again. Okay, yeah, we usually talk on the phone. When I went back to Rez, we'd video call, we talk, and all of that, you know. But sometimes things weren't the same. Sometimes he doesn't talk the whole day, and I'm like, not even a hi, not even a, okay, I'm busy, I won't be on the phone. Nothing, just silence. So I'd fight him a lot about that. And also his friends, he was like, so you don't want me to be? No, I'm like, I never said that. It's just that when you're with your friends, you never say anything. Like, you never tell me, okay, I'm going to be busy, I'm not going to pay any attention to you or talk to you or whatever. I'm cool with that. Like, just say it, but you're not going to be available. And there was a whole lot of things, guys, a whole lot of things. I just don't want to make this video long and too detailed. And yeah, it was just a scam of a relationship. I feel like it was just a scam of a relationship, and I don't know whether he hacked me or what, but there was just something fishy going on with my devices, like my phone and there were a lot of fishy things going on. So I was just like, did he hack me? Or he did do IT, so I don't know. And the girl, the cousin, offered to, like, he was like, oh, you can use my Netflix, like, you can log in with the pin. And then it only struck me, like, after, I don't know whether a person can hack you through that, but I was just like, maybe, because my Facebook was hacked after that. I think a few days or few weeks after that, my Facebook was hacked, and it had never been hacked after all these years, since 2012 till 2021. My Facebook had never been hacked till 2020, both Monday, because it was hacked in 2021. And I just started deactivating my account a lot. I just deactivated because there were just some strange things happening, a lot of strange things happening. I was just like, I wonder, like, what his true intentions were. Is it true intentions? Because I don't know, like, I honestly don't know. it felt real to me. At first it felt real. Obviously I missed the red flags. Someone was saying a red flags kumibazi heart is red, and honestly I can relate to that. There were some red flags, but I guess I was just missing them, and I only after recalling like the events, recollecting events, or recollecting what had happened, I was just like, no man, wait a damn minute. Ke ka realizer. You know when they say motho wa realizer? Yeah, after the whole relationship, ke ka realizer. So after things, around September, things were on a rocky road. And when I was about to write my exams, he ghosts me. Like, what a painful, what a painful. Guys, the person ghosted me. I'm like, how the fuck do you expect me to write my exams after doing this to me? I kept calling, he wouldn't answer my calls. I kept texting, he wouldn't answer my text. And the cousin was like, my former colleague was like, no, maybe he just needs some space and whatnot. I was like, oh, okay, but and then sapinde sadibana ke after that, after the whole thing, the ghosting thing, I was now done with exams. It was around December time, and then I think I called him and he picked up. I was drunk. I would drunk call him. I would do silly white guys come and drunk call him, and I don't know how many times phone. I think it was God saying, your puka, your panty screen so puka. I think the ink was just everywhere. I was using those small Samsungs, and yes, by done, but it's the 1,000. I think it's 1,000 rand or 1.2. Yeah, guys. So that was my society bana. And he took me out to this other place in Bloberg, this other restaurant in Bloberg. It was really nice, facing the sea, facing the ocean. It was so beautiful. The weather was lovely, and I was so happy to see him again. Think that this person ghosted me, but I'm so happy to see him again. I was so happy to see him again. It was amazing. And yeah, but after that, something like it was just, things were off, man. It was never the same again. Things were off, and I was just like, I just have to accept that it ended, bruh. Like, it ended, and this person is just not into me, and yeah, I have to accept and move on, Kesana. So that's how I left my job for a man, and he ghosted me 3 months later. Never leave. So moral of the story, Gebetuna, we are always told this: never leave anything for a man, never make decisions based on a man. If you are in a relationship right now and you have a job, maybe let's say for instance, because I want to be cabin crew, let's say for instance they apply cabin crew ngoku, I'm in a relationship right now, and then I go through all of the steps and it's successful, you know, and then I'm thinking, oh, my man, I'm gonna leave my man. No, go, just go. Don't make your decisions based on man. If you want to go, just go, and then you'll try to make the relationship work. If he wants to, you guys will definitely make the relationship work, no matter the distance. Okay, just don't make your decisions based on man. That's the moral of the story. Thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah, I hope you guys are well and taking care of yourselves.